Leroy Jenkins.
Don't include any of that.
Excelsior!
Hey guys, Katie and Matt here with the daily walkthrough, doing a power ranking of all of the brands, jerseys, and logos from the new Overwatch League teams. Kicking things off, I think we're going to start with the Shanghai Dragons, which is stereotypical.
Yeah, Shanghai Dragons. We can talk about their color scheme a little bit first. Color scheme being black, red, and yellow. It actually, I think, works quite well with both.
It has a dragon in the shape of an S for Shanghai.
Both with their logo and their in-game colors. I think the color coordination is pretty solid.
And I don't actually hate the logo because the little, red fiery
It reminds me of Mushu from Mulan.
Right, exactly. I mean,
I like it.
For being fairly straight and narrow, stereotypical, what you would expect, I think it's done well, and
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like it. Not my favorite, but
Oh, no, certainly not my
definitely
favorite.
not the worst. Speaking of other ones,
Speaking of other ones,
how do you feel about the Dallas Fuel?
I actually feel good about the Dallas Fuel.
Yeah.
I think the Dallas Fuel have a
You
good
like
name.
their edgy blue flame?
I love
Because they burn so hot.
the edgy blue flame. I fumbled on the word flame. The edgy blue flame.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their sort of combination of like the darker blue and the lighter blue work well together. We'll see a lot
blue
of
is our color, and blue is our other color.
Is
Is
right,
Fuel
yeah.
not already the name of an energy drink?
It's probably.
Like,
But you have Monster, you have like.
but you could take everything about the blue
Rockstar.
flame. You could, you could take
Yeah.
you could take the name, the font they used, the color,
And put it on
like,
a can, and it's an
and like
energy
imagine you walk into a 7-Eleven and you're like, should I get a Rockstar or should I get a Fuel? San Francisco, shock.
The San Francisco Shock. Boy, the San Francisco
So
Shock.
Halloween. It's basically Halloween.
You think it's Halloween? I
Yeah.
guess I could see it.
It's orange, black,
It's
and yellow.
bright orange and yellow. I think.
Super spooky.
I don't have a big problem. I think their in-game colors are going to look very good. I think when you watch them playing matches, the characters in the game are going to be very identifiable, and I think they're going to look good. My biggest problem with the San Francisco Shock is their logo. I actually sort of like the name. I don't think the name's terrible.
You do realize, wait, can I just interject here, that the San Francisco Shock are essentially the colors of candy corn?
Well, now I can't unsee that.
All right, we're about to fight
We're about to fight really hard on this one. This is my least favorite.
Los Angeles.
The Valiant!
I don't hate it.
I hate it so much. This is my least favorite one by so much. I think the logo is an absolute eyesore. I think it makes my brain split in half.
I just looked at this now. The color schemes of at least 3 of the teams involve black, white, and a color.
Yes.
And then you have the Shock, which is gray and yellow, which is pretty much black and yellow.
It's pretty much black and yellow.
So I don't know why people decided to go with unless they're going to be using the song Black and Yellow.
But you know what it is.
I don't think we can
It's a good
include it. Can we not include that? It's probably licensed or whatever. Alright, whatever.
It's a good song though. Actually, the remix is better. I think it has Lil Wayne in it. I can't remember who it is.
Who's
but
Lil Wayne?
Remix is dang.
You can even talk about the genericness of the helmet with a V-shaped face.
It
which-
just makes you think of Thor.
It makes me think of the Las Vegas hockey team that just created a brand 3 months ago that it's clearly a ripoff of.
I don't know. Thor's hot. I'm okay with it. All right. Well, we're gonna move on then to the Boston Uprising.
Boston Uprising.
Awesome name. Awesome name. That's great. It's patriotic. Go America. Yeah. But the B in the U looks rolled up. It just reminds me of a maze that's incomplete. I don't like it.
I like the
It looks like, you know what it looks like? This could be Boston University.
Exactly.
For all I know.
Yeah, right. I agree with you.
Or the University of Boston. Or literally any university that involves the letters B and U.
I agree with you. I really like the name as well. The Boston Uprising are an excellent name. I think they actually, for what I expected the Boston franchise to be named, I think they actually added themselves as far as the creativity behind the name itself.
Right? Uprising's awesome. It's not a word that you hear a lot
Mm-hmm.
in general. I mean, things like shock and fuel.
And I
you
think
hear frequently. Uprising, you don't.
And I think sports teams tend to fall into the trap of being the blanks. And there's a joke I have amongst my friends. Every sports franchise, or like 95% of them, has an S at the end.
Seoul Dynasty. Could be gold, could be brown. Unclear.
I think we're looking at a top 2 brand here, in my personal opinion. I have them in my top 2.
Rare, because it's a cat. Feisty. Like Diva. It all ties together.
Are you done yet?
No.
Okay. The Seoul Dynasty are... Sorry, you got me rolling with that. The Seoul Dynasty have an excellent logo, and they have an excellent color scheme. They tie together extremely well. Again, you can make the argument with, just like the Shanghai Dragons, maybe the Seoul Dynasty's name is a little stereotypical, but I think...
but the Valiant is not okay. But we can say Dynasty and Dragons, and that's highly okay. My favorite team.
Excelsior!
The New York Excelsior!
Excelsior!
So bad. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Everything is bad. And they should feel bad.
I also think it's bad. That being said, I don't think it's as bad as the Valiant. I think there are some redeeming qualities to the New York Excelsior brand. I think...
Their logo is the most atrocious... like, if you could look and be like, looking at all these logos, who clearly took the least amount of time possible to make their logo?
The Dallas Fuel is the answer to that question.
No. It is a rectangle with a chevron pattern in it.
Moving on to the Houston Outlaws. The Houston Outlaws
are great!
Are my favorite team.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that.
I think they are the best by a lot. I don't think it's close.
I mean, the logo is so good. It's creative. It took thought and effort, unlike the New York Excelsior.
I think the Houston Outlaws have the best logo. I think they have the best color scheme. Shout out to Optic, who of course owns the team and have that color scheme.
I mean, 2 revolvers to make up a skull. It's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I think McCree's also the perfect character for them.
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, McCree's a babe anyway, so like, I'm totally on board with this.
Jesse McCree. Just
wow! I don't know what you're thinking about right now, but please keep it to yourself. The London
Spitfire. Now, the London Spitfire, they're my 3. They're my 3 team easy. I really like the Spitfire. I think it's by far the most creative brand.
I dig the logo.
Here. I dig the logo as well, because it's sort of a throwback.
And Spitfire is a great name.
It is. It's super creative.
And it suits Tracer as their mascot. Perfect. Mm-hmm. She is a Spitfire.
That is not a surface level name. That is not like the London Bridge is. That was a dumb thing to say. Philadelphia Fusion. Katie does not like the Philadelphia Fusion.
It's just so blah.
I think
it's
they're
so
very okay.
It's like, it just...
I think that's all she has to say about that.
Well, I could compare it to things, but that is not appropriate for this video, so I won't.
I mean, I think, look...
Needless to say, it's vanilla.
I think if you're gonna... Yes, I agree with you. I think it's
would not be invited back. Florida Mayhem.
The Florida Mayhem. I have a beef to grind with the Florida Mayhem. The Florida Mayhem's parent organization is Misfits. The Misfits are partially owned by the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat's colors are shared with the Florida Mayhem's colors. It's almost as if you just called them the Miami Mayhem, there would have been an excellent brand and alliteration and extreme amount of identifiability with it. But instead they decided to ruin their name and change that first half of it and call themselves the Florida Mayhem. Why you do this?
I agree.
I would have had the Miami Mayhem as my top brand on this list.
My brand!
My brand. I think I love their color scheme. I love their logo. I really do. A lot of people are hating on their logo. I love their logo. I think it's awesome.
I love the bomb with a little like palm tree coming out of it.
And we are finally arriving at our last team to go over, the LA Gladiators, the other LA team.
I want to hope that there's like some low-level shade being thrown with the name Gladiators and the LA in the name being highlighted to the colors of the team as if it's some like sucker punch to the Los Angeles Valiant.
And the logo is okay. Again, the lion is sort of, I would say, it makes sense with the Gladiator theme. Obviously, in the Coliseum they fought lions and stuff. So, it makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that in a fight between a tiger and a lion, the tiger would win.
I think we're recording a different video now.
I'm just saying, the Seoul Dynasty and Los Angeles Gladiators fight each other.
That's fine.
I think a tiger would win.
Here's a question: is the Dynasty
Lions
tiger?
fight in packs. Also, the male lion doesn't do anything. He just bones all the female lions and like takes naps. And tigers are like solo apex predators.
Welcome to Animal Planet by the Daily Walkthrough.
The logo kind of looks like a wax seal that would be put on an envelope. That's
It's
super
true.
throwback.
It's like Game of Thronesy. Yeah, it's like a sigil.
Exactly. Something that, you would stamp onto something, and I really dig that. This is Katie's definitive list from best to worst of Overwatch League branding. Coming in number 1 is Houston Outlaws, followed by the London Spitfire, Florida Mayhem, Seoul Dynasty, LA Gladiators at 5, Boston Uprising at 6, Shanghai Dragons at 7, followed by Dallas Fuel at 8, Los Angeles Valiant at 9, the San Francisco Shock at 10, the Philly Fusion at 11, and the Wah New York Excelsior at 12. Really, I could give it a 13.
Brutal, Katie. Now it's time for the real rankings that everyone should actually care about. Matt's power ranking of Overwatch League brands. At number 1, I also have the Houston Outlaws. That much we can definitely agree on. The Houston Outlaws are definitely the best. Number 2, we have the Seoul Dynasty. And number 3, we have the London Spitfire. Number 4, the Dallas Fuel. Number 5, the Shanghai Dragons. Number 6, the Florida should be Miami Mayhem. At 7, we have the Boston Uprising. At 8, the Los Angeles Gladiators. At 9, the San Francisco Shock. 10, Philadelphia Fusion. 11, the New York Excelsior. And at 12, the Los Angeles Valiant. Please change your colors. And there you have it. That is the Daily Walkthrough's definitive list, sort of, kind of, 2 lists of...
Really, but Katie's is the most correct. Matt was just attempting to help.
Of the Overwatch League's brands. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.